Oh, you're welcome. Who is here tonight, as you might expect, to attack who but Dan Quayle?
Jeff Tolcher, right?
Jeff Tolcher.
Thank you. It's always,
well, you got your...
It's always nice to be welcomed here, Wally.
Well, he wouldn't be welcome anywhere, would he? Now, we're not going to get any personal attacks here. No, we waste half of our time going to personal attacks. Now, you know, you Democrats love to attack Republican conservatives, and of course the liberal media joins right in because you practically own and control the media. Why in the world are you attacking a fine senator like Dan Quayle, right?
We don't have to attack Dan Quayle because he does it all himself. I mean, look at the record. I mean, here he's seeing a Playboy bunny on the side.
Now, wait a minute.
Paula Parkinson, Wally.
Wait, you're saying he's seeing...
He saw her, he propositioned.
How do you know he did?
Because it was on ABC Nightline News.
Oh, get out of it. Wait. Hold on.
Hey, what are you people booing about? You don't even watch TV, so shut up.
Hold on, wait. Now, see, that's what you do. You take rumor and hearsay, and you say he did it. Now, I'll tell you, the only person who says he did that is this stupid bimbo, Paula Parkinson.
Right, too.
Oh, she's probably right.
Wait a minute. Why would she bring it up if it wasn't true? Tell me why.
I'll tell you. Why would she bring... I'll tell you why she'd bring it up.
Because Dan Quayle is a wimp,
I'll tell you why she's bringing it up, you stupid moron. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why she would say that. Because this bimbo is being paid $1 million. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Here's the facts. These are the facts.
Tell me where you get your facts from.
Everybody knows it's a fact. Paula Parkinson. When I state anything, it's a fact.
Baloney.
Hold on. The facts are in the next issue of Playboy magazine, this girl, Paula Parkinson, is appearing in a nude layout, and during...
With Wally George, probably,
hold
too.
on. And,
Can you see Wally George and Paula Parkinson naked next to each other? That'd be funny.
Hey, he's probably appearing nude in some magazine with a guy.
All right, let's talk about Dan Quayle.
This is serious.
Now,
what I'm saying is, she's appearing in the issue next month. In the October issue, she's being paid, estimated, $1 million, the same as they paid Jessica Hahn, and in the interview, she says that Dan, she never said that she played around with him. She said Dan Quayle propositioned her.
Right, and he's a horny guy.
Hold on. Wait a minute. She's saying he propositioned her and that she turned him down.
She was smart because she knows a lunatic when she sees him.
Oh, you idiot. No, wait. Well, hold on, Jeff, you asked me why she would say that. She's being paid by Hugh Hefner about $1 million to do this interview, and Hugh Hefner, as everybody knows, is a Dukakis supporter, a dedicated Democrat, and this whole thing stinks.
You think it's a conspiracy because Dan Quayle is making himself look like a total fool. Not only is he playing around with a Playboy,
he's not. But allegedly, don't say he is playing around.
Okay, pardon me, allegedly. But not only is he doing that with Paul Parkinson, he also, as you saw on the news the other night, he also was. Be quiet out there.
Don't tell my audience to be quiet. Yeah.
They're a bunch of nitwits. Dan Quayle, what? Well, Dan Quayle was also accused of going into the reserves when his family, who are very wealthy, obviously paid his way into the National Guard.
Let me answer that, pal. It came right out. The general that he served under in the National Guard stated to the press that when Dan Quayle entered the National Guard in Indiana, there were vacancies before he entered, during the time he entered, and after the time.
Baloney.
And the general said no kind of help was needed. They needed men anyway.
Oh, get out of here. That's just another Republican trick, Wally, to try to make us believe that Dan Quayle. Hold on a second.
No, you hold on.
No, I'm talking now.
No, wait a minute. The general. Wait a minute. The general. Hold on. The general said that on television.
Well, that's just,
Are you saying he lied?
Well, yeah, I am saying he lied.
Oh.
Just like you're lying. Just like you're lying. Now, I find
Why would the commanding officer of the Indian National Guard lie? Why would he do that?
What I find hard to believe, Wally.
Answer that. Why would he lie?
Because he's an idiot like you are. That's why. Now, like I was saying, Dan Quayle obviously is a Republican, and he obviously supports Contra aid. Now, his not going into the National Guard and supporting Contra aid is hypocrisy, saying that he supports Contra aid, sending 18, 19, 20-year-olds over there, and he was too chicken to go.
It is not hypocrisy, and I'll tell you why it's not hypocrisy. He did not burn his draft card. He did not run a...
He wimped out, and his parents got him in the National Guard.
He did not go to Canada. He joined the National Guard, and it is evidence right now the National Guard in Indiana has stated that during the time Dan Quayle was in the National Guard, many of his buddies in Indiana were sent to Vietnam, and Dan Quayle could have gone any time, and he said he would have gone, and he would have served proudly.
No. Yeah. He's lying. He's lying.
Oh, get out of
here. Jeff, do you realize that if we eliminated every male in the United States government, or in Congress for that matter, whoever propositioned a woman or who didn't go in the service, the place would be a graveyard. There wouldn't be anybody left.
Well, most of them... They're probably horny Republicans then.
Not only that, do you realize that about 75% of the people in Congress never even served in any kind of the service?
Yeah.
Well, how many of those people had a chance to serve during the Vietnam War? How many of those? Dan Quayle is nothing but a wimp, a playboy, and a liar.
Well, hold on, moron.
All three of them.
Do you realize now that there has been evidence uncovered that Dukakis's running mate, Lloyd Benson, used his very much...
Where do you get your facts from? I didn't hear nothing about this on the news.
Well, of course not. Oh, well, the news won't print that.
Wally, you know everything, right? How come nobody else...
I'll tell you why I learned that.
Why wouldn't they say it about Benson, then, if it was true?
They did. On page 12 of the Los Angeles Times...
Do you believe everything you read? If you do, you're just as stupid as everybody else.
That's on page 12.
On page 12 of the LA Times, they buried the statement that Lloyd Benson might have used his influence to get his own son into the National Guard.
No verification. You just said it.
And there's no verification about Dan Quayle.
Well, then why is he denying it? If it wasn't true, then Dan Quayle should come out and say, well, I just did go in the National Guard and I wasn't helped by my parents.
He did say that.
But he's wrong. He's lying, Wally.
Oh, sure.
There were so many people in the Vietnam War, Wally. Why do you think that we sent all these troops over here and Dan Quayle just sit here and Quayle is quivering is what he was doing. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. Daddy, help me.
Let me tell you.
Help me, Daddy.
Your candidate for president, Michael Dukakis, as I said earlier, your candidate lied to the American public. He went on television and he stated categorically that he was proud that he served in the war in Korea. He never served in the war in Korea.
He was sent over there,
Hold on. No, he didn't. Hold on.
He was sent there.
Let me give you the facts. The facts, he got a college deferment during the war. When the war was over, he joined the Army, and then he went while there was peace. He's a wimp. I'll be right back.
It's year-end clearance time at Glenn Thomas Dodge. That's right, we're having our annual year-end clearance sale, and that means you can save hundreds, even thousands of dollars on all new 1988 Dodge cars and trucks in stock. Right now, we're slashing prices on all new 1988 cars, vans, and trucks in order to make room for our 1989 shipment due in the first week of September. That's Glenn Thomas Dodge in Long Beach, 213-437-6491 or 714-846-2633. Give us a call today.
This is your captain speaking. Welcome aboard Mexicana. Smooth air ahead. We'll be cruising at 600 miles an hour. The weather along the beaches is calm with temperatures in the mid-80s. Winds out of the west at 5 to 10 knots. Now sit back and enjoy continental cuisine, vintage French wine, and champagne, courtesy of Mexicana.
Saturday night at midnight on KDOC TV, join in on the fun and laughs on Adventures with the Poor Man.
Hey, hi. And you know who I am, huh?
Yes.
Well, listen, you're on Adventures with the Poor Man. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
It's that fun on a budget show, Adventures with the Poor Man, now for a full hour starting midnight on Saturday only on KDOC TV 56.
Hi, Wally George. If you or your company need a professional security service, may I recommend TriStar International Protection Agency. They can provide executive protection, corporate security, and loss prevention. They take care of high-risk security problems, and they use canine services in patrol with bomb and drug detection. All of TriStar personnel have training in civilian or military law enforcement. Call TriStar now, area code 714-635-2015. Thank you very much. Welcome back, Wally George, with Hot Seats. Yeah! All right, yeah. And we're here with that Democrat dimwit, Jeff Tolcher. And we're talking about Dan Quayle. You know, Jeff, it really makes me sick how the news media tries to pick up on these allegations by this blonde bimbo, Paula Parkinson. They're not even saying that he did anything at all with her. They say he's not qualified because he propositioned her. But I'll tell you something. These Democrats coming out...
Hey, when you proposition people on Santa Monica Boulevard, don't you think that hurt your chances for being mayor of L.A.?
Do you know how hypocritical you Democrats are? Hold on. Do you know how hypocritical you Democrats are? You're coming down hard because they say they're accusing Dan Quayle of propositioning, of making a pass at Paula Parkinson, and they fail to talk about Senator John Kennedy when he was President of the United States. He was engaged in love affairs with Marilyn Monroe and countless others while he was president, but they don't talk about that, do they?
Well, I'll tell you what, Wally, would you rather have none of these facts come out at all? I mean, would you rather have a vice presidential candidate that would, you know, we would not know these things about Quayle or Benson and have him get in office and say Bush was elected by some lucky chance, and he gets shot, and Quayle be president and know that he's a playboy and that he didn't actually serve in the reserves?
Now you're saying he has not been, he's been accused of a lot of things. He has not been convicted. Nothing has been proven that he did anything wrong as far as the National Guard goes.
Then why is he denying it, Wally?
Why is it? Because they're accusing him.
Well, if he's not guilty, then why is he just saying it?
All he's denying is that they use special influence. Do you realize if he had all of this special influence, instead of serving 6 years in the National Guard, all he had to do was go in the Army and use all this influence to get a desk job in Washington?
Absolutely. That's right.
He wouldn't want to take that chance, David, because there's always a chance they'd send him over because he's a male. That's why.
More and more allegations keep pouring in. You Democrats and the news media are picking it up, saying that he used special considerations to get into the law school.
That's right. He didn't even have the grades to get into law school.
Hold on, Pally. Hold on, Pally.
There was Daddy again helping him.
Wrong again. The former dean of Dan Quayle's law school in Indiana was interviewed. And once again, they buried this, but he was interviewed. And the former dean, who was the dean of the law school while Quayle was a student, said there was no special considerations when Dan Quayle was admitted. He was admitted because he talked to us and we thought he'd make a good student.
That's a bunch of
baloney. He was a good student.
That's a bunch of bunk. He didn't even have the grades to get in the school.
Well, hold on, pal.
He didn't even have the grades.
Wait a minute. He went through that law school, passed with flying honors.
He didn't have the grades to get in, so how do you think he got in? He buttered his way up with either mom and dad's money or mom and dad's help.
How do you think he passed? Why do you think he went through
Because he was given a helping hand, as all Republican, big-time money people are.
But how
by
did he
their parents.
pass with flying colors, and how did he pass the bar? He had to pass his examination.
He probably was helped with that, too. He's been helped with everything else in his life.
Hey, hold on. Hey.
Anybody can get a degree with a helping hand. There's professors that cheat around this country.
I'm going to give you a big helping hand. You're out of here. Oh.
Rock and roll. Fast. Fun. Furious. The pulse. It's everything about life that has anything to do with being young, crazy, loud, fun.
You're like KNAC. We rock harder and better.
Welcome to Action Arcade. You have 4 adventures to choose from. Push 1 on your touch-tone phone to explore the House of Horrors. As you enter the library, you see a handsome old man. Is he friend or fiend? Smart move, but isn't someone following you? Act fast. Good work. Action Arcade, a telephone adventure where the action changes daily. 213-976-2266. $2 plus toll if any. Children, ask your parents.
Joe Lyons again at Toyota Pomona. You know, we really feel proud of what we've accomplished for our new car buyers. It's a great feeling to know that we have helped so many people get the deal they want and the financing they wanted too. In fact, we feel super about it. Toyota Pomona is super in a lot of ways. You see, we offer super prices on a super selection of beautiful new 88 Toyotas. We have a super used car inventory, and our special unique credit buyers program is super. Our truck, van, and 4x4 inventory is super. Toyota Pomona gives you super service too, because you guessed it, we have super people to serve you at what else? A super location. You stop by or call us, 714-591-1851 or 818-331-4843. The super dealer at the top, Toyota Pomona. We're freeway close. You just follow the famous red and white blimp to Gary Avenue at the intersection of the 60 and 71 freeway in Pomona. Gee, maybe we ought to call this place Super Toyota of Pomona. And that is a super idea.
Well, we have a great studio audience. And David, I'm glad hold it, guys. I'm glad we got him out of here because I am really sick and tired. This is no more than a public lynching of a bright young senator. And David, you know darn well if Dan Quayle was the running mate of Michael Dukakis, you know the media would have buried this a week ago.
Oh, all of this stuff would have been buried. Look at the times look at all the statements made by Hubert Humphrey, George McGovern, and so forth that crucified this country because we were in this war in Vietnam. Now the same press is turning around and saying this guy is a jerk because he only went in the National Guard and didn't go over there to fight.
It's ludicrous, isn't it?
Ludicrous,
okay,
yeah.
okay. So I say, let's get off Dan Quayle's back, and let's get down to the issues of this campaign. And I'm proud of Vice President George Bush, because a lot of Republicans, including Bob Dole, have been urging him to bump Dan Quayle off the ticket. And George Bush, the other day, I was so proud of him, looked into that news camera and said, I'm not going to let a lot of rumors and intimidation get me to get Dan Quayle off. I'm sticking with Dan Quayle. And I admire him for that. Okay. He's a good man. All right, now we're going to get to our next guest in a moment. First, I want to remind you out there that we do love to hear from you. Wherever you're watching us across America, write to me and tell me what channel you're watching us on. And we'd love to hear from you because Janice and I go through every letter. We answer every one. If you'd like a complimentary autograph picture, I'll autograph one personally to you and send one out to you free. Let me know. Hold, shh. Just write to, or maybe some of you out there in the LA area would like to come down sometime and debate me right here on the hot seat. We're always looking for victims to take me out on the hot seat. Let me know. Whatever you're writing to me about, my address is right on the screen, Wally George, P.O. Box 56 TV, Anaheim, California, 92803, Box 56 TV, Anaheim, 92803. Now, if you want to come down here for a taping of Hot Seat, we tape the show every Wednesday evening here in Southern California. If you're in L.A. or vicinity, or if you're going to be visiting here, call the numbers on your screen any day, Monday through Friday, between 8:30 in the morning and 5:30 at night, and just give us your name and your telephone number and how many tickets you want. We'll call you very soon, invite you to come down for a taping of Hot Seat. In the 213 area code, you call 464-6111. All right, in the 714 area code, get ready, gang. Our world-famous number, 714, it's 999! 5,000! 999! 5,000! 999! 5,000! 999! 5,000! One more time, 999! 5,000! Okay, right on. Okay. That's our famous number.
Yeah, that's good.
Everybody settle down now.
Famous, all right.
Okay, let's all settle down. But hold it. Shh. Quiet in the audience, please. Let's hold it down here in front here. It's time for our next guest, and David, introduce him, please.
All right, here to criticize the great Los Angeles Police Department is a liberal activist named Larry Rice.
Where's Larry Rice?
Where is he?
Where is he? Where is this guy? Where is
he? Do you have the guts to come out here?
Where'd you get that stupid wig?
This was on sale, Wally, down at Kmart. It was a whole head of hair, but then a lot of it fell out. So the only thing they could do was make a Wally wig out of it.
Oh.
It was only $3.98.
It's a good thing.
Hey, does that look like my hair? How dare you wear a stupid thing like that?
Wally, I've got a problem. It's a cosmetic problem with my hair, and I just feel very embarrassed because I don't have a lot of hair. What else can I do?
So you want to be like Wally? He could never be like Wally.
No.
Can see how ugly he really is.
Get the wig.
But I did, Wally.
Hold it. Hold it.
I wanted to present to you before we got started. I brought you a picture, and I wanted to give you an autographed picture of me.
Of you?
Yes, I know. So I got this picture for you, Wally.
Oh, come on.
Okay. So I'd like to autograph that for you if you'd like there, Wally. I think these guys are prejudiced.
Obviously.
I think they like you better than they like me.
Hold on.
No.
Obviously, he had his head superimposed on a real body, right? Now, let's get down to...
I wanted to publicly thank you, too, Wally. I went and saw The Last Temptation of Christ the other day. Unless you had given it the publicity you have, I never would have gone to see the movie.
Oh, you stupid.
So, because of you, they have made $12 more that I spent. I just wanted to thank you.
Hey,
Will they charge you double?
Listen, you ludicrous...
By the way, that was some scene.
You blasphemous. You. Hey, you are nothing but a blasphemous idiot, and I have a temptation to kick your buns out of here.
I just want to thank you.
I have a big temptation. I have news for you. Hey, we're here to discuss the LAPD.
Yeah, the only way you kick me out of here, too, is if you use a couple of brutal cops around this place. You know, you hire a bunch of these... You hire a bunch of these 25 IQ bozos. You know, they spend their whole day in the gyms working out with muscles, you know. Why don't you get one of them on your show to talk some intelligent things to you?
I want you to know, my TriStar Security are the best! Hold on. You came on my radio show, and you attacked, hold it, you attacked our Los Angeles Police Department.
I didn't attack anybody. I just called it like it was, Wally.
You said the police department...
They're a bunch of strong-armed Nazi Gestapo-type stormtroopers. They drive around with this vehicle with this long thing sticking out of the front like a phallic symbol all through the poor sections of Los Angeles, picking on a bunch of minorities, those racists, just like you. You know, they go out and they pick on the people who can't afford to even afford lawyers to defend themselves. They kick their doors down.
You say the LAPD is too brutal. I say they have to be tough to protect their lives.
Yeah. Well, I saw him on the TV about 2 weeks ago while there was 4 or 5 of them sitting around beating some poor illegal alien with their batons. The poor guy was down on the ground. You know, they weren't protecting their lives very much then.
They never show when they go down these gang-related areas, when they get stoned and beaten with clubs and bricks. They come down there, they take their lives in their hands.
They signed up for the job. They signed up for the job. That's what they want to do. They can quit if they want.
Hey, who would you...
But what they've got these urges to go down and pick on people who can't defend themselves. They got the guns, they got the radios, they got the baseball bats, the batons.
Are you trying to tell me that you think they enjoy hurting people?
Enjoy it, yes, as long as they're a minority, they do.
Oh, God.
You don't see them picking on the white people down there. They pick on the Hispanics, they pick on the blacks. You don't see them running around in Beverly Hills beating people up.
Because, hey, they go down where there happens to be a problem.
Oh, so you think that all the crime in the minority areas also? You're racist just like they are.
You dare to say that our officers in the LAPD are racist?
Well, I can only say, Wally, when they're beating people up there, 90% of the time, it's a minority.
Hey, I think they should take a few pokes at you, I think.
I'm afraid they might. You know, if you exercise freedom of speech in Southern California, though, they will track you down and beat the hell out of you. You know, they do it to everybody else.
I say our LAPD does a great job. Hey, who would you call if you were in trouble?
Well,
Jane Fonda?
I better be able to call the cops. I better be able to call the cops. Obviously, the streets aren't safe because they haven't done their job as they've been paid to do.
Oh,
they're a total failure.
Yes, David. Hold it.
You get your information. You get your information from pictures that you see on television and the newspapers and so on.
Yes.
The reason you see this, when the photographers go in, they only go in when it's safe. When the police have got the upper hand and make it safe for them, then they take their pictures.
Yeah, when the guys are down on the ground and they start beating them, that's what.
When the problem came up, when these people that these people are beating up had the upper hand, the photographers were nowhere to be found. They didn't dare to go in there.
You have accused our police officers of having a low mentality.
Low mentality?
Hold on.
It's common knowledge.
Wait, you don't have a low mentality, Larry Rice. You have no brains at all. You're out of here.
Hey!
RVs for up to 25% less at Toyota of Corona's big sellout sale. 9.5 giant acres of RVs, trucks, and cars, all discounted, all vehicles priced below the manufacturer's suggested retail prices. 0 startup fees available on leases. Don't miss the celebration. Drive a little, save a lot. Toyota of Corona and RV Division take Maple or 6th off right at the 91 freeway.
It's West Coast 88. It's here, the video you've been waiting for. Experience all the action and excitement that the California coastline has to offer. It's surfing. It's hang gliding. It's volleyball. It's more than you've imagined. It's the McCowan Studios release of West Coast 88. It's cool. It's hot. It's available through this special TV offer. Here's how to order. Send $19.88 plus $5 shipping and handling to a total of $24.88 to West Coast 88, P.O. Box 2021, Malibu, California 90265.
It's new, it's hot, it's fun. 976 hits. Play the phone music trivia game and win big prizes. Choose your favorite music.
If that was you too, press 1. Bon Jovi, press 2.
Call now, 213-976-HITS, the music trivia game. Win an evening with dinner for two at Hollywood's most hilarious musical revue, La Cage aux Folles, with luxury transportation provided by Elegant Limousines of Los Angeles. Call now, $2 plus toll if any.
Thank you very much. Got a great audience tonight. Thank you very much. Welcome back to Hot Seat, everybody. And hey, before we get to our final guest of the evening, let me remind you, all our viewers here in the Southern California area, in Los Angeles and vicinity, I hope you join me every Monday night on the #1 country music station, KLAC. Every Monday night from 7 until 10, we do the Wally George Great American Radio Show. And you can call me on the air for 3 hours, call me on the phone, and we have guests, and we take your phone calls, open forum, from 7 until 10 p.m. Monday night, KLAC 57 or 570 on the AM dial, every Monday night, right here on KLAC in Southern California only, of course. So you people, the rest of the country, eat your hearts out, right? All right, David, now it's time for our final guest of the evening.
The next character we have on the hot seat tonight is...
character, yes.
Is a fella here to attack the sport of boxing, Jim Myers. Are you here?
This guy gets nothing right. I'm not here to attack the sport of boxing. I'm here to defend it.
No, he's defending
boxing. He's here to support boxing, yeah.
Hey,
my goodness, he doesn't...
Can you believe this guy?
He doesn't look like it.
Hey, look at this. Can you imagine this guy? Can you imagine this guy defending boxing? Oh, come on.
Listen here, Mr. Pansy.
Hey, you couldn't win one round with
lily-livered lackey. You're a deranged bag of bones.
What?
And I know why you don't like boxing, because it's a man's sport. Oh. And you're not a man. You're a woman. Hey, where's your frilly blouse, Wally?
Hey, hey, you know what he looks like? He looks like a transvestite.
I have a vision, Wally. I have a mental picture of little Wally the weakling as a child.
Oh.
And he was picked on. He was picked on and beat up as a child to where you're mentally scarred. So now whenever you think or see fights, you wet your pants.
Oh! Hey, I think this guy's wearing diapers right now. Hold on, let's get to the issue here.
I'm going to tell you something right now. There are only two things you like to pound, and one of them is that desk.
Now hold on, don't get smart with me or I'm going to throw you out of here. Now we're talking about boxing.
The issue is freedom.
The issue is boxing.
Freedom of choice.
And I'm saying...
You would take away the freedom of all the boxers and the millions of people who enjoy it to satisfy your sissy little whims.
I'm saying boxing is too brutal a sport.
Anything beyond basket weaving and tiddlywinks is too brutal for you. Life is tough, Wally.
Can you imagine this little wimp? You know, if I didn't feel so sorry for this poor little skinny wimp, I'd throw him out of here myself.
This guy calls somebody skinny? You redefine the word.
What I'm trying to say here, Wimpo...
Not very well.
I'm saying that boxing is way too brutal a sport. It's the only sport we have in this country where the main object is to knock your opponent unconscious. I've seen too many boxers like Joe Louis and like Muhammad Ali and many others who've had their brains pummeled into pablum where they can hardly talk.
And you think it's your business to take people's livelihood away? You're a racist. You're a racist. You are a racist. Boxing is predominantly blacks and Latins who have risen up from poverty to gain wealth and fame. And you cut it out from underneath.
I'm trying to save the lives of these people. I'll tell you why.
You're chipping away at people's freedoms.
No, what?
Under the guise of Mr. Anti-Communist here.
No, what I'm saying... Hold on, Jim. Hold on, Jim. What I'm saying... Hey, you dare to call me a racist. I'm saying...
Yes, I do.
Hold on. I'm saying blacks and Chicanos are being used by rich millionaires, wait a minute, who send them into the ring to get their brains beat out,
see, you
and
think
they
they're
get
too
the money,
stupid
right?
to make their own decisions.
You say they gain wealth and fame. You can gain a lot of wealth and fame from dealing in drugs. Is that okay too?
Yeah. Of course not.
Why not?
What does that have to do with it?
Freedom.
This is the only sport where the object is to knock your opponent unconscious. And I'm sick and tired.
So what?
I'm sick and tired.
Freedom
Hold
of
on.
choice. If I chose to be a boxer, I should be able to. If these guys, look at these guys are obviously all brain damaged and they haven't been boxers.
I'm telling you this.
You have brain damage these people. You're the one that should be banned.
I'm telling you this. I am sick and tired of seeing boxers in the ring being killed, of having their brains beat out. I'm sick and tired.
See, he's really anti-American.
No.
He would abolish. This guy would abolish.
I say, hold on. Hold on.
This guy would abolish apple pie.
I say,
might cut her finger a little bit.
I say boxing. I say I want to get rid of boxing, and I want to get rid of you.
And demented.
Get out of here. You people here are watching us in Southern California, please remember, we're on the radio every Monday night on KLAC 57 on the AM dial. This Monday night, we're going to be on late. We'll be on right after the Kings game from approximately 9:30 p.m. until 12:30 a.m., KLAC 570 on the AM dial. Join me this Monday night right after the Kings game, KLAC. Now, it was time for my first guest of the evening, and you know, this guy is a real Looney Tune. He really is. He's always on the wrong side, and now he's really gone way off the cliff. His name is Larry Rice, and he says gays should have the right to marry each other. Why in the...
I want to know what gives you the right to tell a gay he can or can't do anything, Wally. Hey, gays are guaranteed the right in the Constitution to live their lives without molestation from you.
Hey, I'll tell you something.
That's probably a pretty good choice of words, as a matter of fact.
Hey, let me tell you something, sweetheart.
You know, you better watch that. You mess with me, buddy.
I not only will...
Just watch out who you're taunting, Wally. You're just liable to step over that line.
Oh.
You know what?
Hey, you know what? I bet he stepped over the line many times in West Hollywood.
Hey, I don't come on here to be ridiculed, okay? You can't stick to the subject and lay off the personal attacks because I don't appreciate it.
Oh, he doesn't appreciate it. Now, I want to ask you, why would you want to destroy the sanctity of marriage?
Wally, I don't want to destroy the sanctity of your marriage. I don't want to destroy the sanctity of anybody's marriage. I want to let people who want to join together for the future in a lifetime of matrimonial bliss to do it. What gives you the right to tell me I can or can't do anything?
Do you mean to tell me that you want it to be legal in America for men to marry other men?
What is marriage? Marriage is a contract. That's all it is, Wally. If you want to make a contract with somebody to live your life with them, so be it. What's wrong with that?
Well, don't you realize...
What does the Constitution say that you can tell who can get married and who can't get married based upon sex?
I say, listen...
Don't you believe in non-discrimination?
Here in the United States of America, we don't want perverts marrying each other.
Yeah, the only perverts that I know in this studio are old men who marry young girls.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And you know who I'm talking about, too.
Hey, listen, pal. Hey.
Now, maybe she should pass a law to say that shouldn't happen.
Hey, hold on, you lunatic. Hey, listen, my friend. How about old men marrying young boys?
Well, you're one step away, Wally.
Hey, hold on. What's your wife's name, Stanley or Frank?
You know, I'm telling you, you better knock that off. You know, can't you exist on your intellect alone? You have to make personal attacks.
Why in the world are you trying to defend gays in the first place?
I'm trying to defend anybody against you, Wally. You see, you want to repress every right that we have in this country.
Well,
what you don't seem to realize is that people in this country are free to do what they want without idiots like you interfering with it.
Listen. Hold on. You don't seem to realize that we real Americans don't want pervert homosexuals in America.
You don't have the choice to tell me what I can do. And these jerks don't have the choice to do that either.
The mere idea,
I don't care if the idea bothers you or not.
Just what?
You know that? In fact, I hope it does bug you, you jerk.
Just keep your sweet little mind to yourself, darling. Now listen. You and your friends in Lavender Lane, let me tell you. It is un-American.
You know, I'm not going to sit here and take this all night, Wally.
Well then, hey.
You want to be a man and talk about the issues man to man, or you want to toss around these sophomoric little comments on the side?
How can you talk about acting like a man when you're standing up for perverts?
Wally, I'm standing up for rights in this country.
I'm saying this. God did not intend men to marry men and women to marry women.
I don't care what God intended, Wally.
You don't care.
The Constitution of this country guarantees me the right and you the right to do what we want. Now, fortunately, I didn't have to pick on young girls to find a wife, Wally. You know, if you have to do that, one step away from young boys, that's your problem.
Hey, listen to me, you crumbling old fossil.
Me? Look who's talking. Look who's talking.
You're old enough. He's old enough to be my father, isn't he?
Yeah. I don't know. I tell you what. I'm not the one that's got the long blonde hair, Wally.
Oh.
Huh? Do you like that? Where's your earrings, Wally?
Talk about jealousy.
See, the thing is, you're afraid of homosexuals because you're a repressed homosexual yourself.
No.
That's what I said.
Let me tell you something. Hey, you know what? Hey, you know why? He makes he makes some slams at my hair and my young beautiful wife. You know why? Because he has no hair and no wife.
Well, I'll tell you what, my wife's old enough to drink at least. Is your wife old enough to vote?
Well, you just hold it.
And tell these jerks to shut up, too, okay? These guys better watch it, too.
These people, these guys in America are real men, aren't you?
I don't know. I wouldn't brag about it if they're the ones that got the idol with the long blonde hair, Wally.
Listen.
And the little pink cheeks. The little pink cheeks, too. And a checkered coat. I like that, Wally. That's good. I bet that coat goes good in West Hollywood, doesn't it?
Hey, you know, this guy is so sick. He's sitting here trying to be macho, and he wants men to marry each other. Come on. But I'll tell you what. Hold on. That isn't bad enough. Not only does he want to have legislation passed so that gays can marry each other legally in America, but he wants them to be able to adopt children as well.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
I'll tell you what's wrong with that.
Would you rather have a bunch of homeless orphans around with no parents to guide them through this life? With perverts like you preying on them down at the park?
Hold on. Better homeless than homo.
I tell you, Wally, anybody as fearful as you are about homosexuals has got to have some kind of a repressed problem, I'll tell you that.
Hey, the problem I have...
You sure like to wave that hand around, Wally.
Yeah. Hey, we all know what he does with his hand, don't we? Okay, now hold on. What I'm trying to say is this.
To say is right.
I'll tell you. Hold on a minute.
Well, why don't you say it instead of attacking me?
Shut your stupid filthy mouth.
Say it if you got something to say.
I'll say. Hold on. What I'm saying is.
I think I would go on a real show. Yeah, a real man like Morton Downey, for instance. You know. Listen, at least he'll attack you on a man-to-man basis.
Hey, what do you think? He probably has the hots for Morton. Hey. And if I know Morton, the feelings are mutual.
Yeah, I'll bet you do know Morton, too.
Now, hold on.
That's what it is. I know why you're upset with Morton now. He turned you down, didn't he?
Oh, jeez.
That's right, isn't it?
Listen,
so what's wrong with homosexuals adopting a child?
I'm telling you this.
Giving love and comfort and support to a child in this tough world.
Homosexual parents will only teach children to grow up to be homosexual.
Now, how do you know that? How do you know that? Where do you get your statistics from?
You know darn well if children are hanging around with gay parents, aren't they going to become gay?
Oh, so are you saying that you're going to be talked into coming gay?
You know the old saying, a chip off the old block, right?
So what you're saying is that somebody could be talked into being a homosexual, huh, Wally? Is that what you're saying?
Hey, speaking of a chip off the old block, he and Boy George were good friends once. I'll be right back. Hi, Wally George. If you or your company need a professional security service, may I recommend TriStar International Protection Agency. They can provide executive protection, corporate security, and loss prevention. They take care of high-risk security problems, and they use canine services in patrol with bomb and drug detection. All of TriStar personnel have training in civilian or military law enforcement. Call TriStar now, area code 714-635-2015. Thank you very much.
Dodge Central is Southern California's van headquarters with a giant inventory of new Dodge van conversions equipped right and in your favorite color. Here's an '89 Dodge van conversion, only $12,995, only $179 a month. And Dodge Central's blowing out the '88s at rock bottom prices.
We promise you the best service and great value, and that is our commitment to you.
You're special, so special at Dodge Central. It's gonna be one happy Christmas.
Time Life Music presents Country Christmas, a new collection of 50 holiday songs by the greatest country artists of all time.
Christmas in Dixie. Silent night.
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Hard candy Christmas.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. I'll be home.
Country Christmas from Time Life Music. 3 LPs or 2 double-length cassettes, only $19.99. Or 2 compact discs for $26.99. Order now.
Call toll-free 1-800-443-3113. Have your credit card ready. That's 1-800-443-3113. Or send $19.99 for 3 LPs or 2 double-length cassettes, or $26.99 for 2 CDs, plus $3 shipping to Country Christmas, P.O. Box TV 56, Anaheim, California, 92803.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, we have Larry Rice here, the lover of the gays around here. Now, we gotta bring up another thing here, Larry. You also oppose a proposition here. Hold it. You also oppose a proposition here in the state of California, and I favor it. And it's Proposition 102, and I hope this spreads all across the United States of America. Proposition 102 requires doctors in the state of California to report the names and addresses of AIDS patients to the state health officials. I'm in favor of that, aren't you? Now, why would you be against that?
Because people like you that are in favor of it, what they want to do is discourage AIDS sufferers from going to doctors where they can get treated, so that it's driven further underground and so they die in larger numbers. Because you people want the AIDS people to die and continue to die because you have a fear of homosexuals.
I don't want these gay AIDS carriers to spread their disease to all of us heterosexuals.
Hey, Wally! Hey, Wally, the only way somebody spreads it is through homosexual sex. Now, tell me why you would worry about that.
That's wrong, pal.
Why are you worried about homosexual sex?
I don't, but he might worry about it. I'm sure you're worried. By the way...
Are you having homosexual sex with somebody?
Hey,
are you a homosexual?
Why,
Well, then why are you worried about it?
Hey.
Why are you worried about it? Tell me.
I'll tell you why I'm worried about it, because people like you are spitting at me, and I could catch AIDS from you.
You can't catch AIDS from spitting at somebody, Wally. Listen to Everett Koop, the Surgeon General. Your buddy Ronald Reagan put him in there, and he swears the only way you catch it is from homosexual sex.
Don't yell at me, you stupid pervert.
Okay? So you must be afraid of it.
I'll tell you what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of these AIDS carriers spreading this deadly disease all across America. And I'm telling you this. Proposition 102 requires doctors to report the names of their patients with AIDS, and that's why we have to know who these carriers are, don't we?
Wow.
Hold on.
That's because you want to stay away from them, right?
I'm not only in favor of Proposition 102, which would have doctors being required to report the names and addresses of the AIDS patients. I am in favor of isolating all AIDS victims from society until we find a cure for AIDS. Now, why, Larry? Let me ask you this: why would you be against that when every other contagious disease, for example, tuberculosis, whatever, every communicable disease, you are isolated from society. Why not with this deadly disease, AIDS? Why not isolate them from society?
Wally, the only way you get it is through homosexual sex.
You're so wrong.
Why don't you just wear a condom, Wally?
Why
don't you just wear a condom when you have sex out on the streets?
What? He should wear one over his head. Hold on. You're absolutely wrong. That is not the only... I'm talking
you
now.
know more than the Surgeon General, I suppose.
You haven't even read the papers, you stupid nitwit.
What does he say, Wally? He says it's impossible to catch it any other way.
You can catch it by blood. Didn't you read the story about these nurses who were caring for AIDS patients? They got a couple of drops of blood on their fingers, and they caught AIDS.
Well, so where do you want to isolate these people at? Obviously not in a hospital, so the nurses won't get it. What do you want to do, ship them to Devil's Island?
I'll tell you what, I want AIDS victims isolated in hospitals all across America. I want them out of the public mainstream. I want to protect mainstream America from catching this deadly disease, and the only way to do that is to isolate them in hospitals. Don't you agree with that? Do you know the homosexual community, which you're trying to stand up for, they still will not accept the responsibility as being the primary carriers of this deadly disease. 94%.
Where did you get that number, 94%?
Where did I
bet you pulled it right out of somewhere.
I got it from the New York Times, you idiot. In the New York Times, it states 94% of the victims of AIDS in the United States of America are homosexuals, and that makes it a gay disease to me. How about to you? So I say, not only should homosexuals not be able to marry, not only should homosexuals not be able to adopt children, not only should they be hospitalized if they have AIDS, but I say homosexuality in general should be outlawed in America.
I don't understand, Wally, why you feel the need to protect other people in the way they run their lives. Why do you have this burning desire to control everybody? Don't you feel comfortable in your own self? You have to control other people so you feel like a stud?
I am trying to save American lives, and the gays, the homosexuals, have got too damn much power as far as I'm concerned. They want more and more power.
You only pick on the weak people because you don't have the guts to pick on the strong ones.
That's why I pick on you, the weakest of them all. Okay, let's go to the audience. Yes. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, hi, my name's Greg, and I don't know what this guy's so proud of, and I didn't appreciate the hair remark either.
Yeah, right
Especially with the manly man haircut that he has, you know?
Yeah. Go ahead.
You had something to say, or what?
Yeah, I just think you're an idiot. And I think
that's really
that they should cast you out of the studio.
He resents...
Gee, I listened to this real debate here, and I think you're an idiot.
Hey, Wally...
Let's see, I was
going to tell you to put the mic somewhere, but he might like it.
He ain't saying nothing.
What he's saying is he resents you talking about people with long hair. Obviously, you could never have long hair. You have a linoleum head.
Okay, sit down.
Yes, my name's Tommy, and I'd just like to feel, well, how do you feel about AIDS?
How do I feel about it?
Yes.
It's a tragedy.
Well, then why don't you want to do something?
It doesn't scare you?
I think that
does
Wally
it scare you?
should carry protection when
does
he goes
it
out
scare
on the
you?
street. Not me.
It doesn't scare you.
Not me. If it scares you, there's only one reason, pal.
Oh, what are you trying to claim, buddy? I'm not the homosexual.
If the condom fits, wear it.
Oh, okay, buddy. To go outside.
Yes, go ahead. Yes.
Hi, my name is Manuel, and I don't think they should get married. Why do you think that? What's the good reason if people get married?
Because I don't think you have the right to tell anybody how they should run their life.
Yeah, get out of here.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Larry, this is a moral society, and
it's a repressive society, Wally, filled with a bunch of spineless jellyfish like you who got to control everything in their lives so that they're not threatened. Because you're the one that's threatened by everything that moves, Wally. You got to control everything.
There is nothing more obnoxious than to think of people of the same sex getting married. Can you imagine?
Well, why do you have to think about it? Do you lay in bed at night thinking about it, Wally? Hey, Janice, does he lay in bed at night thinking about other guys?
Hey, hold on. I know.
Do you lay in bed thinking about me, Wally?
Hold on. I know what he lays at night thinking about, don't you? But I'll tell you, the mere idea of a homosexual marriage celebration. Can you imagine these marriage vows as the minister stands there and says, I now pronounce you pervert and weirdo?
So you're against, you want to outlaw anything in this country that turns your stomach, right?
Hey, speaking of perverts and weirdos, you're out of here.
Hey, that's difficult.
I have people ask me all the time, Wally, do you really drive a Galpin Ford? Of course I do. And why? Because I know you'll get the best possible deal at Galpin Ford in Sepulveda. Hey, I've been driving a Galpin Ford for years. Get on down there, tell Bert Bachman I sent you. Galpin Ford in Sepulveda, 15505 Roscoe Boulevard in the sunny city of Sepulveda. Galpin is #1, and there's a reason. Hey, they are the best. Thank you.
Get ready for a close encounter you may not be able to handle. Female mud wrestling and oil wrestling at the world-famous Hollywood Tropicana, where some of the most beautiful girls from TV and motion pictures collide for the most outrageous evening of entertainment everybody's talking about. Great for singles, small groups, and couples. Bachelor parties, the Hollywood Tropicana is famous for them. Female mud wrestling and oil wrestling, an outrageous evening of fun 7 nights a week, located at 1250 Northwestern Avenue in Hollywood. Try something unique, the Hollywood Tropicana.
He's waking up.
Hey, Ralph, pleasant dreams?
What's going on? You know what day it is, Ralph? You just turned 18.
That's right. Our Ralphie's reached his prime.
Who are you guys? I'm your conscience, Ralph.
And I'm your fun side, Ralphie boy.
Ralph, the law specifically states you must register with Selective Service at the post office within 30 days of your 18th birthday. Do it today, Ralph.
Ah, come on. What's the rush? Have some fun, dude. Rock and roll.
If you don't, you won't be eligible for federal student loans, job training, or most federal employment.
Big deal.
Oh, it only takes 5 minutes. You can register before you clean your room.
Can you stand that much excitement?
He has to.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll register.
Good.
Then I'll take in a movie.
Attaboy, Ralphie! Oh,
Listen to your conscience. Register with Selective Service.
We're back, Wally George, with the hot seat, and we'll get to our next guest, another ludicrous loser. But first of all, I want to remind all you people watching us at home, wherever you are across this great country of ours, we love to hear from you. We put our address up on the screen right now, and write to me. Janice and I go over all the mail, and we answer them all. If you'd like a free autographed picture, I'd be glad to send one out to you. And maybe you'd like to come down and debate me on the hot seat some Saturday night. Let me know. Maybe I'll invite you if you have the guts to come down and sit on the hot seat and debate me on some particular issue. I doubt you have the guts, but if you do, let me know. Okay. Now, also, we are very proud, within the very next few weeks, we are going to be bringing out my own magazine called Victory Magazine. And it's, yeah, that's it. And Janice is my associate editor, and it's gonna be crammed full with pictures and stories, and of course holding up the conservative cause. We want to send you a free issue. It's a quarterly for a whole year, but please, if you'd like to have it sent to you, please send us $10 to cover postage and handling, and we'll send you Victory Magazine to your home for a whole year. Just write to Wally George, P.O. Box 56 TV, Anaheim, California 92803, Box 56 TV, Anaheim 92803, okay? And we'll put the phone numbers up now. If you're going to be in the Los Angeles area anytime, you people here in L.A., or if you're going to be visiting, we would love to have you come down for a taping of Hot Seat. We tape this show every Wednesday evening about 6 o'clock. If you'd like to come down for a taping of Hot Seat, the tickets are free. Just call the numbers on your screen right now, any day, Monday through Friday, between 8:30 a.m. and 5:30 p.m. In the 213 area code, it's 464-6111. 464-6111. And, of course, get ready, gang. In the 714 area code, our big number is 999. 5,000! 999. 5,000! 999. 5,000! 999. 5,000! One more time, 999. 5,000! Yeah, right on. Okay. Now, next we have on someone that's really, I know, is going to turn my stomach even more than this last freako. He's known as Mr. Jim. And where do you see him? He is truthfully a very sick man. He's the leader of a satanic cult. Bring him on. Where is he? Bring him on. Bring him on. Where is this? Look at him. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down in your chair. Sit down. Sit down.
You will pay a heavy price.
Now you are actually the leader of a satanic cult. Boy. Hey, he looks like he's the leader of the Seven Dwarfs.
You will pay a heavy price for your blasphemy.
Oh.
The true God.
Hey,
the true God will take care of you and all of you people. Hail Satan!
Don't you dare say Hail Satan in this room, you pervert!
Hail Satan!
I'm warning you. Now, do you, hold it.
He has spoken to me, and I know the truth.
Satan has spoken to you?
Satan has spoken to me, and he has spoken to millions through the centuries.
No. Do you actually head a satanic cult?
That is true, Wally, and I have a mission. And that mission, mission is to teach the truth. That Satan is the only God, the all-powerful God, the all-knowing God.
He says Satan is the only God.
Yay! Hail Satan!
You know what? There is nothing worse in this great country of ours than to be teaching or worshiping Satan. Is there?
No! There is nothing worse than phony beliefs and false gods.
Are you
like Jesus, like God, like the comic books called the Bible and the Old Testament?
Are you saying? Wait a minute. Are you saying Jesus and God are phony?
They are absolutely untrue. They are myths created by stupid, weak human beings who have yet to see the glory of Satan.
This, you little pervert, is one nation under God.
You will learn to love Satan before you die. Satan will rule before we die. Before you die.
Do you truly? How long have you belonged to this religious, to this satanic cult?
Yes, please do not misinterpret my understandings. My understandings are Satan rules, and he has ruled for centuries, and I have become aware of his leadership through the last years of his teaching.
How many years have you belonged to this satanic cult?
It is none of your business, Mr. George.
Hey, you better answer my questions, or I'm going to kick your blasphemous buns out of here. Now, I understand the worst part. Hold on. The worst part of it is I understand that you have been going around recruiting young people.
Teaching them the truth. The truth.
You've been recruiting.
The truth.
Teaching them the truth.
To love Satan, to understand his power, his glory, his wonderfulness. He created the universe, and he rules it now.
Do you know something? You and people like you are so repugnant and so repulsive, I would like to kick you out of the United States for the rest of your life.
If I have anything to do with it, there will be a new United States.
Don't you?
I have plans for this United States that you claim to love so much. We are going to move the capital to Salem, Massachusetts. We are going to rip that flag down that you worship so much and replace it with a pentagram flag. We are
going to do away with all your churches and convert them into shrines to the glorious one.
I want to tell you something. When George Bush is sworn in as President of the United States, I have news for you. You better start running, because President Bush is going to get people like you, and he is going to throw you.
He is powerless. He is powerless. He is powerless in the light of the Great One, the Magnificent One, known through the centuries as being powerful. Even early Christians knew of his power. He was Lucifer, the highest angel.
Hold on. You are the prince of sickness. I'll be right back. Stay where you are.
Joe Lyons again at Toyota Pomona. You know, we really feel proud of what we've accomplished for our new car buyers. It's a great feeling to know that we have helped so many people get the deal they want and the financing they wanted too. In fact, we feel super about it. Toyota Pomona is super in a lot of ways. You see, we offer super prices on a super selection of beautiful new 88 Toyotas. We have a super used car inventory, and our special unique credit buyers program is super. Our truck, van, and 4x4 inventory is super. Toyota Pomona gives you super service too, because you guessed it, we have super people to serve you at what else? A super location. You stop by or call us, 714-591-1851 or 818-331-4843. The super dealer at the top, Toyota Pomona. We're freeway close. You just follow the famous red and white blimp to Gary Avenue at the intersection of the 60 and 71 freeway in Pomona. Gee, maybe we ought to call this place Super Toyota of Pomona. And that is a super idea.
Rock and roll. Fast. Fun. Furious. The pulse. It's everything about life that has anything to do with being young, crazy, loud.
You're rock KNAC. We rock harder and better.
Hey, don't forget, we have a date every day, Monday through Friday, 4:30 to 5 on the Hot Seat Hotline. Join me and tell your friends. Every day I have a commentary, and then you can call me on the phone, ask me questions, make comments about what's happening, the important issues of the day. Just don't be a nitwit or you're out of here. I'll see you every day, 4:30 to 5, right here on KDOC TV 56 for the Hot Seat Hotline. Be here. Thank you very much. What is this stupid sign that you keep giving? Hold up your sign. What is that?
I am the son of darkness.
Oh. Hey, he is the son. He's the son of stupidity is what he is. No, I understand that you also...
The truth will reveal itself to disbelievers like
yourself. The truth has already revealed itself. You're an idiot. No, I understand that you're a member of the Church of Satan. Is that correct?
That is correct, sir.
Do you conduct satanic
One
ritual?
of the few things that you are correct about.
Oh. Do you conduct satanic rituals?
We conduct activities that go along with our religion.
What kind of things do you do?
I'm not going to reveal all the details to you and this obnoxious group of disbelievers. I will tell you, though, that we practice the rights that we choose to, and neither you or your right-wing bozos will stop us. In fact, we will replace you. We will replace you.
Don't condemn my orders, or you're going to go straight to hell, pal. By the way, are you prepared to burn in everlasting hell? Are you?
I am prepared to go where my master sends me.
In damnation, in burning hell. That's where you're going.
Satan created heaven. Satan created hell. Satan created the universe. If he tells me it is my place, I will go there gladly.
Tell me this. Do you know what I understand? I read an article on this guy, and I want to ask him if this is true. He says one of his heroes, one of the persons he admires the most, is Charles Manson.
many people that have been spoken to by Satan. Charles Manson happens to be one. He is a very misunderstood man.
Oh!
As is Richard Ramirez.
And you are a very misunderstood woman.
As is the son of Sam. As is the hillside strangler. As was Hitler. All misunderstood.
By the way, where'd you get that smock from? Snow White?
It is none of your business.
You know what? What really kills me, you admire...
Something will kill you. Sooner than you think. You will not go unpunished.
Don't threaten me.
You will not go unpunished.
Wait. Are you threatening my life?
I am saying that the master has his ways of dealing with ignorant people like you. And like you. Hail Satan! Hail Satan!
Tell me, do you ever, when you do your satanic rituals, do you ever do any human sacrifice?
Of course not. Although,
how about, yes?
There are certain creatures of the earth that would not voluntarily join our activities.
Do you get the feeling, hey, do you get the feeling he's trying to threaten me, do you? Let's go to the audience.
You will be paid. You will be paid.
Yes.
As will all other non-believers.
Hold it. Yes, go ahead.
My name is Liz, and I want to know if you're looking forward to burning in hell for all eternity.
I am looking forward
Will that make you happy?
wherever my master sends me.
Oh, whatever your master does, you're a joke. I laugh at
Looking
Satan.
forward to where he sends me is better
You're
than
weak.
you looking forward to your false beliefs.
You're a weakling. I
You
laugh.
have
You're
false
a joke.
beliefs. You believe in a comic book God that does never existed.
Oh, I don't need someone to tell me what to do.
Get out of here.
Yes, go ahead.
I'd like to reiterate.
I like the first word on your T-shirt, red.
Have you ever...
The greatest color on earth.
Have you ever participated in human sacrifice?
How many times do I have to answer it, bozo? Of course I haven't.
Have you?
I have not, no. Although if my master directed me to, I would. I am not afraid of anything my master directs me to do.
Hey, hold on. If you're not afraid, why won't you tell us some of the things you do at your ritual?
You will find out sooner than later, Mr. George.
Well, what do you do?
He will reveal himself and his ways to all disbelievers within our lifetime.
Do you worship? Do you actually get down on your knees and worship Satan?
I pray to Satan. I bow to Satan. I love Satan. I love Satan.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Phil.
Yes,
if you're so proud of yourself, why are you wearing those dark glasses and hood? What do you got to hide?
It is true. It is true that I must hide my real identity. For your right-wing fascist society has yet to grasp reality, and there could be ramifications against myself and my followers.
Who you are?
Hey, you know why? Hey, you know why he's wearing that hood and glasses? He's so damn ugly, he doesn't want to show himself. Hold on. Listen.
Throughout time, people have known of Satan. People have worshipped him and loved him.
Well, I've known you long enough. You can go to hell. You're out of here.
You will be paid back for this. You will be paid back for this. You will be paid back for this.
But everything about you, I don't know a thing about what I'm supposed to be doing.
The stories are in. Write to me. We'll put the address up on the screen in a moment. Write to me if you'd like to have a free autograph picture. I'll be glad to send one out to you. Personally autographed.